Everyone on Not a Straight Line Live, this is your Act 1 Beginner's Call. Beginners to the stage, please. Act 1 Beginners.
Hello again, dear listener, from the top of my garden with the sun again high and bright. I can get used to this very easily. Again, I'm sitting here with my eyes closed because I ain't got no pair of sunglasses with me at the moment. Well, Ben Settle was right. The ideas beget ideas. And the thing I wanted to riff on this morning was around the idea of, well, there's a proverb, whether it's Chinese or Japanese, who knows, but that the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is now. And as I was thinking about that in relation to what I'm doing now, this initial 30-day challenge, because there are a few things in my life that I wish I had started earlier. And one of them, interestingly, was prompted by the guest of my Not a Straight Line podcast that is live at the moment, Ashley Harvey. During the conversation, she shared that something she learnt in her early 20s was to put 10% of everything she earned to one side, basically to pay herself first. And it took her a few years to get into it, but she said basically every bit of income she's had since she was, in her early 20s, 24, 25, I think she said, when she started it properly, she's set aside. And her current financial situation is proof of the wisdom of that approach. She's reaping the benefits of doing that. And during the conversation for the Not a Straight Line podcast, I remember saying that I felt really pleased for her, obviously, but also sad at the same time, because I remember reading about that concept in a little book called The Richest Man in Babylon years and years ago. I mean, I first started reading self-development books, in my late teens, probably 17, 18 maybe. And that was one that I read and remember thinking, oh, wow, yeah, that's really good. But I didn't take the action that Ashley took. And my current financial situation is very different to Ashley's. And it's not right or wrong. It's, as I'm reflecting on it, it's one of the things that I wish I had done earlier. And interestingly, fairly soon after I had a chat with Ashley for the podcast, I ended up having a conversation with a gentleman in California called Renee. I can't remember his surname off the top of my head. I think it's Renee Gabriel, but I need to check. Put the name in the show notes. And his thing is all about wealth on any income. And he was bankrupt for the third time when he was 50, I think. And by 55, within 5 years, I think he was financially independent, financially free. And largely down to this one concept of paying himself first. And during our conversation, he shared that he'd written a book called The Attitudes of the Wealthy. And I asked him to share what the top three were, if you like. I'm not even sure we got beyond the top one, because the first one he said was the wealthy treat themselves like they matter. I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, they pay themselves first. So from that, straight after that conversation, so it's so interesting, I didn't do anything about it after my chat with Ashley, but after that conversation with Renee about a month or so ago, every single little bit of money that has come through my account, I've set 10% aside, and it's amazing how quickly it adds up. And part of me thinks, well, the best time to have done that is 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. So that's something that I've started. The second thing is something that I did almost inadvertently yesterday. Something that I've sporadically done in the past, and that is express gratitude daily. I've lost count of the number of times I've read blog posts or seen videos or heard from people about the importance of gratitude and what it does physiologically and psychologically and energetically and all of the lees. And like I say, I've done it for little bursts. I'll do it for a few days, and then because I'm writing in a journal, and like I said yesterday, writing isn't a go-to medium for me, I'll stop or get distracted with something else. So yesterday I expressed gratitude to Izzy, Jason and Ben for kind of creating the perfect storm, if you like, for me to do this 30-day challenge. And on reflection, that got me thinking that actually this is an opportunity in these daily episodes to express gratitude of some description. What am I grateful for? Well, right now I'm grateful for this beautiful weather. It's just so nice for it not to be grey and raining. So yes, I'm gloriously grateful for this weather. And I'm also grateful for the opportunity to submit my self-tape for the film that I mentioned yesterday. I'm grateful for that opportunity. I'm going to do this afternoon, and I have decided I am going to follow up with an email. I already drafted that this morning after my hypnobreath work, and more on that in another daily episode, I'm sure. So that's two things: saving 10%, well, putting 10% of my income aside, expressing gratitude daily, and the last thing is what I'm doing here in these daily episodes is engaging with my thoughts in a specific, concrete way every day. I have done it in different ways and to varying degrees over the years, but not consistently. Certainly not as consistently as the run streak that I managed to put together. So for the 9 years up to the end of October 2023, I ran at least 2 miles every day. 2 miles every day for 9 years. And that's also part of what I was thinking about these daily episodes of the podcast. It's like, if I can get out in rain, shine, snow, ice, with COVID, without COVID, for nearly 9 years, then for goodness sake, Pete, you can record an episode of your podcast. So yeah, that's three things which the ideal time to start would have been 20 years ago, but the best time to start, the next best time, is now. So that's what I'm doing. What about you? What do you, as you reflect, think that if you'd started 20 years ago, your non-straight line life would have been different to the non-straight line life that you did live? Not that either's right nor wrong, but if the best time to have started that was 20 years ago, then maybe the next best time for you is now. As always, lovely chatting, and I'll speak to you same time tomorrow. Love you. Bye.